if you go on Walmart's IG or website, you're not gonna see pictures of them and their kids, not quality pictures. It's all products. It's the best way to click a link to get to the merch because it's all about making money. The same way you brand yourself, you trying to give someone an image, a professional image, and you marketing yourself the best way you can. So when you look at SK Kel as a brand, you're looking at a model, you're looking at an artist, you're looking at someone who like dresses like fashionable, you know what I'm saying, speaks well, ladies, man, just someone you feel like you can invest in.
Yo, back again with another episode of Attractive Mindset. And today's guest, when I tell you, is one of the hardest working motherfuckers I've ever met. And just the circle of people that you have in your life. We don't talk every day. We don't see each other every day. We don't get the vibe every day. But just know, whenever we link up, it's that essence, it's that pressure. You ain't never got to have no type of miscommunication, no worries. Having people like that in your life is super important. But I'm going to let you hear from him himself, Mr. SK Kel.
Yo, man, appreciate you. It's always a blessing every time we link up, family. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy SK Kel. And, I'm on the podcast today, man. We're going to chop it up. We're going to have a good conversation today.
Nah, most definitely. Most definitely. So I know what you do. Tell everybody else, what you do. What's your role right now?
Okay. I go by SK Kel. I'm an artist first. I model. I'm a famous clothing model. So Rockstar, Fashion Nova, Culture Kings. I sponsor and influence a lot of brands. I'm also an actor, reality television shows coming up. Man, I just be working, man. I just be working. TikTok star, whatever you want to call it, man. I just be working. That's what we do. We chase dreams over here. We make it happen.
That's dope. So you are first social media, clothing model, artist type person to come on the show. Okay. And so, you got to set the stage for them. And so, give them a little background about, just you in general, who is SK Kel?
SK Kel, man, my real name is Markel Epps. I'm from Charleston, South Carolina. I grew up, playing basketball my whole life. Played college basketball. Music was always in my family. Pops was a producer. Family always sang in the choir at church. Always felt like I was special. You know what I'm saying? I was the 12-year-old kid that used to freestyle in the hood with all the older kids, wrap circles around them. And they always was like, yo, you tough at hooping. But when that hoop done, I think you need to pick up that mic. And, as soon as I graduated from basketball, I was like, I'm not really feeling the overseas thing. Let me go tap into, who I am more, the second half of my life. So started modeling, kind of doing it on my own, paying for everything. My music, I kind of started out, not a lot of people listening to me, but I started to prove myself, invest in myself. I had a dream, and I manifested all this. You know what I'm saying? It's just coming full circle. It's just coming back.
Okay. So let's go deeper into the roots. South Carolina. Do you feel like, where you from definitely influenced your take on just how you went from everything? Because you said you grew up in sports and all of that. How did you make that transition fully into, I'm a model, like I'm gonna really do this lifestyle?
I feel like South Carolina played a part, but it also didn't. Because it's like, you can't name me a lot of famous rappers from South Carolina right now. So it's like, we never really had someone to look up to. So I was always looking up to Drake. I was always looking up to Tory Lanez. J. Cole's from North Carolina, so the Carolinas stick together. So he was really our God. You know what I'm saying? We looking up to J. Cole, mixed in with a lot of who I am. You know what I'm saying? Mixed in with my own talent. I'm from Charleston. We speak Geechee. But if you listen to my music, I don't really have that Geechee sound to it. So my city, you know what I'm saying, like, they appreciate that, but I also get the ones like, he don't really got that Charleston sound. He more like mainstream. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like a gift and a curse. So I would definitely say Charleston, South Carolina definitely influenced me, but in a way like it didn't either. It made me want to just be different because I just wanted to go be like what I saw, so.
Okay. And so with you saying that, do you feel like there's a certain level of pressure on you to be like, yo, I'm really becoming that staple figure that's coming out of South Carolina?
Definitely. It's a lot of pressure, but I really don't let it get to me. Like even with my album coming up now, I took my time on this album. Yeah, I took my time because the pressure is there. And the name of this album is called The City's Watching. So it's like you get the pressure that the city is watching, but I'm also watching the city too. So I mean, it's no pressure. Like I took a year on this album. Um, and like I step up big when the heights get high. So
Okay, okay. And so that's the artistry. You said your pops was in, producing and
Mhm.
everything like that. So, just taking a more so route of entrepreneur, you got that from your peoples too, or you kind of just gravitated into that?
I definitely got that from my peoples and also like the generation and like the reality I live in now. Man, my mom's man, 3 jobs, you know what I'm saying, making sure I fit in, you know what I'm saying, making sure I didn't go without, pops, barber, a barber is their own boss, you know what I'm saying? They set their own times, they don't got no supervisor, you know what I'm saying, they're their own boss. So and I just kind of incorporated that hard work and them sacrifices in with what I want to do in life. So yeah.
Okay, okay. So, going from the music, where did you feel like, all right, cool, I'm gonna really take, advantage of my looks, because that's not a typical conversation. Nobody just, yeah, I'm gonna just get in the model and do it at a level. You mentioned some high level names earlier. So
Mhm.
how did you really, just not only take modeling, but take it to the next level on top of that?
Man, it's crazy. The first time somebody actually brought modeling to me, I'm like, I ain't feeling it. You know what I'm saying? That ain't really me. Cause you know what I'm saying? I'm from Charleston. That's more of like, you know what I'm saying, hood. So I mean, we grow up a little different. We grow up tough, you know what I'm saying? We don't grow up no models and stuff like that. But at the same time, a lot of people come to me like, yo, man, you're a handsome dude. We would love for you to, model our clothes. And as the bigger I got, more people wanted me to sponsor, whatever they had, their merch, their product. So it kind of just went hand in hand, you know what I'm saying? And then it's doors that modeling has got me in that music hasn't.
Mm.
So I pull up to a modeling event, and I'm there as a model, but you got big artists like Trey Songz there. You got other big artists like Bow Wow there. So it's like I got my foot in the door. That modeling, like things that modeling done for me, music really couldn't do for me at the time. So you really got to take advantage of all your opportunities.
Got you. So with the modeling, you being in the room with these artists, do you ever have the conversation with them like, yo, I'm here to model, but I'm an artist too, and how does that work out?
It depends, man, because I'm real laid back, but I'm confident too. Um, I'm never gonna be the one to, hey, yo, man, check out my thing, da da da. First initial conversation. I sit back and I check out the scene, I observe, I'm a what's going on in the atmosphere, and I'm there to model, so I'm gonna handle that 100% to the best of my ability. But best believe when I get pulled over for like a side convo, it's coming up.
Mm.
And I've had great conversations with other artists in that aspect of only being there to model. And just like, man, yo, man, I like the way you approached me. You didn't bum rush me. The first thing you said, was your name. And you know what I'm saying? That, like you was a fan of my work. And then I introduced, oh man, I do music too. So it's just a way you go about it.
Okay, okay. And so do you feel like your personality from that came from, just being in Charleston, to having that level of etiquette? Because that is a form of etiquette to just be, take yourself out the picture first and just observe the room, take the room in.
Definitely. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of yeah and no. Like that Charleston pride is a little, tough, and you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go at it 100% the aggressor, but you know what I'm saying, also being me and like how I grew up in life and my family, me kind of dial that back a little bit and just figure out what's around me, play my cards, strategize. I'm like real big on strategies. Never overthink, but I'm big on strategy and like prioritizing.
Okay, okay. And so give us a couple insights on, like, just the path modeling, like what are some struggles that you had to deal with early, just being a early stage model.
Hey man, the struggle was real because when you start off like modeling, like anything, like a business, you know what I'm saying, and you got nobody funding you, so it's all independent, like real independent. It's your money. You probably working a 9 to 5 at the same time, so you got to find free time along with your regular life. So early on, man, I was getting to these photo shoots, booking my own photo shoots, having to buy my own flights to travel to these places, having a resource and network with photographers who don't know me, who probably checking for somebody else to work with somebody bigger. Um, so I mean the struggle was real, but once you create a name for yourself and you brand yourself, oh man, the doors just open wide open because now you got people who gravitate towards you because you invested in yourself.
Mm. So yeah, like let's go in on that word brand. And so when you tell somebody, branding yourself is super important, what do you mean by that?
When I say brand yourself, it's like you're Nike, you're Walmart. You know what I'm saying? Whether that comes to your product, your merch, your Instagram, however you publicize yourself, it's like you're not going to catch, if you go on Walmart's IG or website, you're not going to see pictures of them and their kids, not quality pictures. It's all products. It's the best way to click a link to get to the merch because it's all about making money.
Mm.
The same way you brand yourself, you trying to give someone a image, a professional image, and you marketing yourself the best way you can. So when you look at SK Kel as a brand, you looking at a model, you looking at an artist, you looking at someone who like dresses like fashionable, you know what I'm saying, speaks well, ladies man, just someone you feel like you can invest in.
Okay, okay. Nah, I like definitely how that sounds. And so in the realm of branding yourself, how do you know what to, what's a comfortable number? Like how do you work numbers out in that type of world?
So the numbers depend on what app or what social media you're on. Kind of like your branding, like once you feel like, you archive some pics. You go take all professional photos if you're trying to be an artist. You start doing little snippets of unreleased music. You can go off the initial numbers of the post. You can go off the numbers of how many people sent it out. You can go off the numbers of your analytics, and you can go off the numbers. If you're a music artist, you can go off your Spotify numbers, your Apple Music numbers, you know what I'm saying? Whatever platform you use to get your product out, because you're a brand,
Mm.
you know?
Okay, okay. And so if you were to walk up to somebody like, I don't know, let's say Gap, you know what I'm saying? Like they're like, hey, we want you to model our clothing. Is it them coming to you with a certain price and you agree to it? Or you say, okay, cool, these are my rates?
Okay. So Gap is a 20-year successful business. So when Gap comes to me, they'll probably come to my manager. They'll probably have a rate already in their head. Depending on my numbers, I could probably fluctuate or change what they're bringing me. But if I'm someone that's appreciative for the opportunity, because this is one of my biggest opportunities with a company who's been around and successful in $1 billion market, I'll probably take the rate. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably just accept the rate and accept the opportunity, like, because this is a blessing.
Hmm.
Everybody gonna see that Gap billboard, that Gap magazine, that Gap store when you walk in to try to go to H&M, but you got to pass Gap. You gonna see that poster, So yeah, it just depends.
And do you believe in anything like, free opportunities?
Man, I love free opportunities. Everything isn't about getting paid. Some things are about the actual relationship, the actual networking. Because it's cool if I do something for somebody for free, they do something for me, and now we got a relationship. I can call on them, I can depend on them, I can, allow them to help me with other responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? Just a commission one time payoff is like, ain't no real establishment in that. It was just business.
Okay, okay. And so, with all of that being said, what was your first big like gig? Like, what was where you were like, "Yo, this is really real."
Ooh, I feel like I have that every time. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? I'm so humble and appreciative. But I think my biggest one for me probably was like Fashion Nova. Um like when I got Fashion Nova, it was, everybody want to work with Fashion Nova. Fashion Nova works with everybody, but at the same time, they're still very specific on who they work with. So it's like the fact that I got the opportunity, I took advantage of it. And even when I first got with Fashion Nova, I'm posting their stuff. They're sending me free merch. I'm not even getting paid at the time. And like I'm trying to get on their website. I'm seeing them post other models that I know, posting them on their website, posting them on their Instagram page. I'm like, damn, they ain't post me. So it kind of got into a thing of like, you know what? I'm not going to worry about if they post me or not. I'm going to just worry about my job, the quality, getting these pics out there, making sure I'm doing that to the best of my ability. And you know what I'm saying? One day they'll lock in and notice and post me. And man, probably like 6 months, 7 months later, right when my contract was ending with them, I'm like, hey, they never posted me, but it's all good. I did what I was supposed to do. A month later, after my contract ended, post like 4 pics of me. I'm on the websites. They paid it for the ads to go through on Instagram, Facebook. So it's like I got people, yo, bro, I see you all over the Fashion Nova ad, bro. Like my mom just hit me up. Somebody just sent. So it's like, yo, I did what I was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? It came back full surface.
So I like how you said that because that takes a good level of good mental fortitude. And so, what role do you feel like mindset has to play in the game that you in, the industry that you in?
Man, you gotta be consistent, you gotta have faith, and you gotta just understand the purpose of your path. You know what I'm saying? Like if you doing something for the passion, the money and everything else and the glory, all that's gonna come, the fame, all that's gonna come. I'm not being a model and doing music to be famous. That's gonna come. I'm not doing it to get girls. That's gonna come. The money gonna come. I'm perfecting my craft. I'm making sure my brand has some of the best product out there that competes with other brands. The money gonna come.
Mm.
I'm good. You feel me?
Okay, okay. And so how do you feel about the collaborations with other artists? You promoting yourself as a brand. Is there only specific other people in the model realm and the artistry realm that you collide yourself with because you don't want somebody else's brand, especially if they're doing something that you don't agree with? To how does that process work out for you?
Definitely. I give a lot of people an opportunity, even with the level that I'm at, because I know I'm only gonna get bigger. But don't be ignorant of you can pull yourself down. Um, so it always has to make sense to me. Like, should I do TikToks with this influencer? Is his name bad? Is it a lot of drama going on in that world? And if it is, like, ain't no disrespect to you, man. We can go out, we can hang, what I'm saying? I give you advice, you give me advice. But as far as making videos, being seen on camera, bringing that negative connotation to my name, can't do it. Certain music artists, like I gotta personally like your music, you know what I'm saying? And I like a lot of people's music, but and if I don't, ain't no like, bro, you trash. I can't do a song with you. It's just, hey, yo, that's not really my taste. That's not really the angle that I'm going. So it definitely makes sense and has to be a purpose that lines up with what I'm doing.
Okay. So you mentioned TikTok. And so a lot of the other guests that I've had on this show, they have businesses and they run things in a certain way, but not a, I don't want to say almost none of them, maybe a couple, but not to like a high level use TikTok. TikTok's something new, you know, where or what made you really want to get into that kind of mode, get into that vibe? Because people can be models, just naturally, just outside of that. But TikTok, the realm of TikTok, you go crazy on TikTok. And so what, how does TikTok add to your life, and how can other people leverage that?
Man, what's crazy is I started doing TikToks because I was bored in the crib doing quarantine. TikTok app had just kind of like opened for that time. And I caught myself doing some of the trends, always having the trends in my head. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna just have fun and do some of these. Got to the point where some videos went viral. Face got out there. My manager, who's my manager now, that's how he found me. He already had 4 to 5 guys signed to him, and they were like TikTok famous. They go viral with everything they do. And at the time, it was like, yo, we're in Miami. Next time you're in Miami, pull up. We want to meet you, and my vibe was so good, and they saw how hard I worked. And it's like he go viral with us. He compliments us, because it made sense. And I wound up signing to him. Now we making TikToks every day, building our TikTok platform. Followers are coming from that to Instagram. Now they on my Instagram seeing like, oh, he does music. His music is fire. Following my music platforms. Now I'm dropping merch. I'm getting them to buy that. So from the business aspect to someone who's like, oh, I got a business. I'm trying to promote it. Should I get on the platform TikTok? I think you should, because you could do anything on TikTok. If you a chef, you a Uber, you a painter, artist, you do OnlyFans, you could promote it because the algorithm is crazy. The algorithm is on your side. You just gotta mix it in with, if you a barber, you can't get on there just posting barber videos. You gotta ease into it. You gotta do some of the hot trends that's on there. Then when that video go viral, then you mix it into barber videos and go back to the trendy videos. So when people coming in with all that traffic looking at your page, they see them videos mixed in with the other stuff on TikTok.
Okay. And so there's a new giant that's kind of stepping into the picture. It's already been in the picture, but it's adapting to how the world is changing, and that's YouTube Shorts. How do you feel about YouTube Shorts?
What's crazy is I'm not really on YouTube Shorts, but because of TikTok, Instagram, their reels have gotten better. You know what I'm saying? They push their reels more because they're trying to compete with TikTok.
Mhm.
So, but I'm not really on the YouTube Shorts, but I've seen them just watching videos on YouTube, just like Snapchat. When you going through people's Snapchat stories, you see the little stories on the side or the little reels on Snapchat to where you just find yourself in a hole on Snapchat for like an hour. So I'm definitely aware of what's going on.
Okay, because yeah, YouTube Shorts, I was shocked. Gary Vee was talking about it. Gary Vee was
I
like, "Yo,
like Gary
YouTube
Vee.
Shorts is one of the number one. It's even past TikTok as far as like the algorithm went." And so I said, "Okay, cool. You know what? Let me hop on there and see, because I don't really have subscribers on YouTube like that. Most of our stuff we just either have an NDA where we can't even show it like that, or
Right.
it's just on Instagram and things like that." And so I went on there and I had a video, like 1 or 2 videos do like 2-3 thousand views, and I only got like 200 people on there. So I'm like,
It's
oh, like that's
crazy.
crazy.
It's
And it's just
crazy.
a random audience. But even with me trying to do that on TikTok, it wasn't hitting the same. So I said, okay, cool. Like you got to understand the difference between these platforms and how to, use it. And so when you posting things, do you use like certain hashtags, or like how do you really set yourself up outside of just the trends to target your audience?
The hashtags play a role. I feel like the hashtags play more of a role on like a YouTube platform than a TikTok platform. Like when I'm on TikTok, I post a video. I know the video is gonna go up because of the influencers that are in the video with me, the trend that I'm doing, and the quality of the video. So now I really can't mess up too much with that video. It's gonna get 10K or above. And the hashtags I'll probably use is like FYP for you page. I'll probably hashtag for you, and I'll probably do FYP page. But I mean, the hashtags really don't make a difference on TikTok, because there's times where I posted videos and I forgot to put the hashtags. 500K, a million. YouTube, like I said, my YouTube is more of like where I post my music videos. I'm actually about to start my own YouTube channel, with my shawty. So we'll be doing like relationship vids, because we're big on TikTok. And y'all need to do a YouTube. Y'all need to do a YouTube. And it's a lot of money in YouTube. So it's like, why not go get more money for stuff that you already doing?
Exactly. And so, you know, now that you mention that, how does your ladies man persona coincide with, having a shorty?
Normally, that's tough. Cause the same way you get your woman, you lose your woman. You know what I'm saying? So ladies, man, get all the girls, but you lose them because you get all the girls. You know what I'm saying? So I really had to grow in the aspect of like becoming a man and sharing things. It's not just me anymore. So I communicate things, you know what I'm saying? Like even like today, you know what I'm saying? We shot that video for Do You Right. There's a girl in it, main girl. It's a sexy song, sexy video. It's obviously like an intimate, role for the girl. We touching, you know what I'm saying? We doing stuff like that. I had to communicate that with my girl. It don't mean that she's, a cheerleader of it, but it just means that she can't get caught off guard because I communicated with her and let her know. And she already knows my dreams. She already know where I want to be with this, where I got to take it. So it can't always be her to help me, just like it can't always be me to help her. She gonna have to have some type of male help in her life, and I'm gonna have to have some type of female help in my life. So
Now, most definitely. And so, building that threshold of communication within a relationship, like, what happens when you start going on things like tour, or you start, being at certain parties, or you get brought on to sponsor like certain host stuff and everything like that. Like, how do you still keep the female crowd at bay while also not just completely brushing them off, because that is a big piece of your audience?
and that's very hard. I think the biggest aspect at one point in my career I struggled with was being single and having females ready to do anything that I needed them to do because it was a chance of I can be with SK Kel. So if I post a merch, straight to the website. If I drop a music video, straight to YouTube. Uh Girls is going crazy with me, commenting on my pictures, follow me on Instagram. Now when you get a relationship, you see those things slow down. It's like, oh well, he's taken. Let's go on to the next artist. Let's go on to the next guy who we think looks good. Um, and that was a big thing for me because it's like, fuck, a lot of girls don't listen to my music anymore. But you start to understand that when you lose one target audience, another comes.
Mm.
So I lost a lot of the only love SK Kel fans, but I gained a lot of I love them together. They're a beautiful couple fans. So, and then once you learn how to manage those, because we not worried about who not watching. We only worried about who are watching. Like I rock with y'all. I don't care about the people who don't rock with me. So we
Mhm.
gonna make the most out of this. And that's just the mindset that I put myself in.
Okay, okay. So even with that, that's a heavy mental, battle that you gotta have, because it's like,
Facts.
okay, cool. The mass of my target audience is about to go away, but being able to readjust to make sure that you taking care of your life. A lot of people, when it comes to business in general, they won't do certain things to adjust for their partner, or they just want to stick to what's in front of them. And so because they stick to just what's in front of them, it's a harder conversation. And so when it comes to merch, especially merch, like, how does your target audience line up as far as like males versus females? Like, what do you put out?
Um, I kind of base that off of me, but also base that off of like other, brands that are out, because I know what I like to wear for fashion. And I feel like what I wear is in and it's trendy. And I'm, up to date with my generation's, popular clothing style. So it's like if it's time for me to do one of my brands, if I'm dropping t-shirts, I feel like I know what a female is gonna gravitate to and what a male is gonna gravitate to. We're coming back slowly but surely in that baggy era. You
Mhm.
know, uh, whether it's like the flare on the jeans, oversized shirt, Kanye, Balenciaga style. Um, Girls is always gonna be girls, crop tops, bedazzled stuff, you know what I'm saying? Pink, purple. Um, so I kind of just gravitate off of that, and I do a lot of unisex stuff too, as far as like hoodies, like a blue hoodie. girl and guys gonna gravitate to that. Like a black hoodie, your main basic colors that you can wear with anything. You know,
Got you. Okay, okay. So when you're making music, who do you have in mind? Do you have anybody specific in mind, or do you just make what you want to make and kind of just put it out?
uh, I'm a writer, man. My pen is crazy. So everything that any songs that I have, they're all written, and it's all facts. I don't cap, and if I put something in my song that hasn't happened, I'm manifesting that, but I'm never gonna cap. So sometimes it could be ex-lover, girl I used to have relationships with a month ago, new girlfriend, like tragedies in my life, things I've overcome, achievements in my life, things that I've, achieved, where I'm from, how it made me, my idols who I look up to. Um, so it really just depends.
Okay. And so, how do your friends that you grew up with, especially the ones that are in sports and everything, and just even the town and just Charleston and everything, you know, piece together with your lifestyle now? You have this influencer vibe, this model vibe. Like, do you still get the chance to really be around them as often? You go out, like, how does that dynamic of the world work?
Uh so man, I got like three like best friends, three brothers. Like, what I'm saying? We've been best friends for 16 years. So I mean, we've gotten to the point where we've established a brotherhood. um I don't gotta call them every day. We in a group message, so we send memes, talk about Eagles beating, what I'm saying, whoever they just beat to go to the Super Bowl. So then we constantly talking, we constantly keeping in contact. So even if I'm not able to come home and, what I'm saying, it look like I'm just living the craziest life out there, but I kind of left y'all behind. I don't ever got to explain that because they know, even with my family, they know where I want to be in life. They support me. It's been times where, I ain't have it. They've helped me. And, I'm even keeping my mind clear. So a lot of the times I can't take them with me, but they know I'm out there doing the best that I could do so that one day it's going to be a big crib, all y'all in it. It's going to be millions of dollars. I'm cash apping 50K to the, you know what I'm saying? Like they know all of that is coming and they not even in it for that. You know what I'm saying? It's a long run, you know what I'm saying? So uh that's kind of like that aspect of it. And then when I'm out, I'm out with the people, the other influencers that I've met along the way. So it's no jealousy like, oh, he don't call us, but he out here with these people getting famous and forget about us. Like, nah, any game I get, I take back to them so they could put it in their profession, and if I don't know about it, when I go back out there in the field, I'm gonna try to figure it out because I want y'all to eat just as much as I eat. I can't be great if the people I'm around aren't. So
Okay, okay. And so, give us a little walkthrough of like what, a typical Sunday through Monday, just a week of an influencer slash model type. What does that look like on a day-to-day basis?
um shit, I'll just go off of what I got coming up right now. I just got back from LA. When I left LA for a Rockstar photo shoot, I flew to Vegas for Culture Kings. Um, Flying back, I had a layover in Houston, weather bad, tornado watch. So I'm in Houston for like 4 hours extra than what I was supposed to be. Went back to my hometown, Charleston, had to shoot the album cover. Now I'm in Miami and we shot a music video today. I'm doing a podcast and I'm probably going to do another YouTube video and make TikToks. And then this weekend I'm supposed to be in LA for a fashion show for Grammy weekend. So that's just kind of the lifestyle. It's always busy. Not a lot of sleep, but if you know how to schedule your routine, you can get naps in. You know what I'm saying? Don't let this lifestyle break you. A lot of people get lost in this lifestyle. I prayed about this. All these things came to me. So now that I got it, I'm gonna cherish it. I'm not gonna complain about it. I'm gonna knock it out the best way I can.
Okay, that being said, definitely do you feel like there's a dynamic of your body's a temple now because that's your brand, that's what you market, you know? And so is there certain things that you can and can't do? Will you just go play pick up football with the guys anymore or pick up basketball game or like, smoke, drink, like all of that type of stuff that could deteriorate you or hurt your image?
Facts. I actually don't smoke or drink at all. A lot of people don't believe that, but a lot of people know me. They're like, yo, I can't believe I saw you in the club last week and I just knew you was drunk, bro. And like, dang, you don't drink, bro. Your energy is just so high. And it's a lot of things I be wanting to do, but I can't do. Like it's times where I want to, no haircut. I don't want to line my beard up. I don't want to get a haircut. I don't want to get my hair done. But it's like, hey, we need you for this photo shoot this weekend. We need your hair clean. We need your hair braided, or we want your hair out. So it's like I can't even participate in no shave November, or you know what I'm saying, little stuff like that. I play basketball probably 2 days out the week if I can. Like basketball is my first sport. That's my first love. So sometimes when I play basketball, that's like a getaway outside of music. Because sometimes music is therapy, but it became work. Basketball is still in a free spirit, therapy, no pressure, nobody. I ain't out there playing for no Western Conference championship. I'm just at the YMCA with a couple of old heads from my city having fun, feeling like a kid again. So there's certain things I can do and I can't do just because my body is a temple.
Okay, okay. So if you were to give some advice to people trying to, come up in, there's a lot more people that want to be artists, so I won't even let you take that path, but more so the path that people don't get to really succeed in, which is the influencer slash model phase. What's three pieces of key advice that you would give them on their journey for that?
Um, I would definitely give them the advice of just know who you are. Um, a lot of the times, a lot of people don't know who they are. So when they get a little glimpse of, clout, or they get a little glimpse of trying to do one of these things, they lose themselves. Um, Another piece of advice, be ready to work hard. Stop expecting people to give you something just because you know them, or if a brand is working with you, you expecting money because of your numbers. Like, be ready to build a relationship. That goes way further than a one-time pay. Um, and the last piece of advice, stop worrying about who doesn't support you. Focus on who supports you. Whether that's 30 people, 5,000 people, worry about figuring out how to make that 30 become 50, 50 become 100. Because a lot of the times your friends ain't going to be the ones to support you, or the people from your city ain't going to be the ones to support you. But you'll go right out of town and those people will buy everything. And then it'll circumference back to your friends like, dang, he popping now. Everybody's supporting him. Let's support him now. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably the three key things of advice I would give you.
Okay, okay. And so if at what point do you feel like somebody should accept a manager? Like what level do you feel like they should be like, okay, cool, like I should look for a manager, or I'm at that level where I need a manager?
That's a tricky one. Because a lot of the times you have the people that are lazy and feel like, oh, I need a manager off rip. He's gonna change everything, invest in me. I'm gonna be popular, I'm gonna be famous. It don't work like that. And for some people, they do get that. And then you got the ones who work hard for everything and they don't need no help. And then it's like, I respect your hard work, I respect your sacrifices, but now you have gotten to the point where you need help, and it's okay to accept help. And I was that person. Did all my music by myself, all my modeling by myself. Um, Learned, studied, and it got to a point where, I knew I needed help, but my pride wouldn't let me accept it. And then I literally just came to the point like, I need someone to get me into a bigger door to take me to the next level. And I'm in my room, like I remember this, like I'm these are the talks I have with myself. Like, I need help. I don't know how I need help. I don't know who it's gonna come from. I don't know if it's a manager. And literally 2 weeks later, had somebody hit me up, and now I'm signed to them. Me and my manager had this talk even when I first met him. I'm like, yo, I just asked, God for help in the form of, what I'm saying, you. So I'm saying, and that's, me and his relationship is tight just off of the sense of that. So yeah.
Okay. And so you said you have an album on the way. Talk to us a little bit about the album.
Yo, the album is finna be crazy. The name of the album is The City Is Watching. I'm gonna actually do something special for all of the people who listen to my music, all of the supporters. Instead of doing one project with 20 songs, I'm gonna do 2 projects with like 10 to 11, probably back to back. So The City Is Watching. I'm watching the city, and it's gonna be crazy.
Okay, and when is that coming out?
I'm not gonna give y'all a date. I'm not gonna set myself up for that. But give me like 2 to 3 weeks. I'm still waiting on some special verses from other artists. And you know how that can be sometimes when you waiting on somebody else, you on their timing. But I know, they trying to hurry for me and get it to me. So once I get that, I'm done. All the songs are locked in. I'm shooting videos right now for them, like we did today. Appreciate your help with your team and everything. Did an amazing job. So I'm definitely gonna come back to you for another video, man. We're gonna lock in.
Let's do it. Okay. So tell everybody where they can find you out on social media.
Okay, my Instagram is official SK_Kel. My YouTube is official SK. My TikTok is big SK_KEL. Wherever else y'all need me, y'all can just go to those and y'all can find whatever else y'all need.
Okay. And then you talked about lastly, movies and shows and everything. And so what made you want to start getting into that realm, and how'd you scale into that realm?
Was never really big on acting, reality TV, but face and brand kind of got bigger. So name to likeness, likeness to name. People want to start putting you in things, giving you opportunities. And I'm not ignorant of the fact of what doors that can open for me. So I've auditioned for a lot of reality television shows. I don't really know if I can probably say that on camera because you sign contracts with them, but it's still in the works. But definitely more reality stuff, and hopefully the reality stuff will get me to the big time movies. So.
And so you could definitely, what I could see you in like a type of movie is like, Think Like a Man, where it's a female based movie, but they go out to a town night or whatever, and they see like a bunch of guys and something like that. You can see yourself in like those type of roles.
I can definitely see myself in that. I already be acting like I'm Steve Harvey with the bros. Like I could write a book on females and stuff. So I can definitely see myself in a movie like that. Something funny and a girl's involved. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing her boyfriend or husband, something like that. Like I can definitely see myself in something like that.
Okay. So what else? Do you have anything new that you want to share coming up for the rest of 2023?
Man, 2023, man, we all in. Everything that makes sense for me, from movies to reality shows to music to content, just building my brand, becoming a better me, a better boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? We all in. So that's where I'm at. More money financially. I'm happy mentally. I'm stable in life. I ain't got no kids. Who know? Kids might be coming soon. Like I'm just all in with it, man. I'm all in.
Okay. And so y'all heard it first from big SK Kel, not the little one. You know what I'm saying? And as clearly as you heard, he has an attractive mindset. So if you like, make sure you share, subscribe, link in bio for everything. Make sure you check him out on social medias. He's already going crazy. But 2023, big things on the way, As we say, it's the motto, we look good, we live good, life is good. Talk to me, we talk back, and we out of here.
Feel me.